Hello. How is everybody doing tonight? I'll give it a few minutes for people to join and then we will go ahead and get started. So if you're here, say hello. That would be awesome. So I know you're here. How is everyone doing tonight? Hopefully everybody is doing well. Hello there, Miss Amy. How are you doing tonight? So we have a few people from Periscope. On here, we should also be on YouTube as well as Facebook. So we have a few people here and a few people there. So, hello, Miss Tina. How you doing? Yes, yes. It's been crazy. Just like trying to get things situated and stuff is just insane. But you got to get it done. It's like, and I really haven't been motivated. Hello, Miss Linda P. Davis. Haven't been really motivated to create. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just finding way. I'm just trying. I'm trying. I'm struggle is real. So I'm sure y'all can all relate to that. Like sometimes you just feel like the motivation, the creative juices are just not flowing properly. I am trying out a new setup tonight. Um, so let me know if you see any issues with this. I don't think we're going to have any issues. You're watching on YouTube, Melissa. Thank you. So I don't think we're going to have any issues with this. I like the fact that this is a webcam connected to the computer, so I don't have to worry about charging the battery for the phone while we're going live. So I think going forward, we're going to use this setup just because it just works out better in the long run for that sake. But today we're going to be showing you how to use this stamping foam. Um, like, hey babes, I'm not sure who that is, but because you can't see your name, so hello. It just says Facebook user because if you don't allow StreamYard to see your name on Facebook, it doesn't show on there. I have the stamping foam, but haven't used it yet. Cool. This just came in yesterday. Excuse me. This just came in yesterday. I do have some in the store. I think I have 3 of them left. Hello, Miss Dana Joy. It's Dana. Okay, boom. Gotcha. I should have known it was that where you use the word babes because not many people use that. Hello, Jen's Craft Shack. So we're going to use this tonight. We're going to head and we're going to use this tonight and play with. I do have 3 of these available in the store at katescraftycloset.com. If you go to the pre-order for Simon Hurley on there, or you just search in the Ranger section, you can find these. I haven't tried them yet. They still have not been opened. I will tell you that from what I've seen of it, it's kind of cool. So I got a couple different textures that we're going to play with. Got some inks to play with. Got some water. And you're going to need a heat tool when you use this stamping foam. So it looks cool to me. Like, I thought it was awesome. So you get 4 in a pack. Retails for $4.99. And it is 3 inches by 4 1/4. So technically, it fits sort of like an A2 size piece of it, but not the whole thing. So you get 4 pieces in here. So let's just go ahead and get started. Like I said, I have 3 of these left in the store if you want to grab it now. You do it because once I sell out of the 3, I will put it on pre-order on the website so you can, you'll get in line for the next shipment. It's gonna be cool. And you can keep this little bag that they come in because it's resealable. Just an FYI, resealable bag. You don't have to throw that away. So basically what you want to do with these is like whatever textures you may have in your house or in your craft room that you want to use, you can just go ahead and use it. So I think I'm going to do these on some tags just because I can use them later on in any kind of way I want to. Can you use them as a mold? Yeah, that's what it's going to do. So basically, yeah, once we heat this up, we're going to put it on top of whatever texture that we're using, whatever it be. We got like 4 or 5 different ones here that we're going to try. Going to YouTube to watch on TV. Okay, cool. So basically, yes, it does. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and use is like we're going to use this stamp that I've had in my stash. Lord knows how long. This is some snowflakes. So it won't fit all of it on there, but that's okay. So what you wind up doing is we're going to get our heat tool set. Can you use your heat gun? Yes, of course you can, because the heat tool and the heat gun, the temperature is still the same. Still the same. So I'm going to heat up, and you're going to heat this up for like 5 to 10 seconds. To get it nice and warm. And you can see that it starts to change a little bit, like, and then you're going to take that and push it down onto your surface of whatever it is you want to mold. Okay, so you see what we have done. So it's like using a stamp, but you're going to get the background piece of it when you go ahead and ink it up. So now you can see that what we created is now indented into that stamp foam. So now I'm going to come in with some water reactive inks. And I have some Crafter's Companion ones set from Spectrum Noir, and I have some Catherine Poolers. So we'll play around with different ones. So we're just going to go ahead and ink it up. Go ahead and ink it up. And that's crushed velvet. And we're going to do this frosted jade. Okay. And then I'm going to squirt it with a little bit of water so it reacts with it. And I'll probably do that off to the side so I don't wet my table up too much. Okay, now you can see that it's kind of reacted, and I'm going to put the tag on top of it. You can do the other way around, but since it's wet, I'm going to do it like this. I can't watch Periscope on my iPad, but no longer works on my phone. Oh, it tells you to move to Twitter, doesn't it? Simon said rub, don't pat ink. Gotcha. I put too much water on that because all I got was my ink on there. I'm going to clean that off too. We can still use that again. Okay. This time we'll just push it on there. See how you can see what we did on there, and we can still go back and do it like this, and we'll put that on top of there. Yeah, just put too much water and it kind of just seeped and made a runny mess. And it won't let you, like, that's weird that it does that. So essentially, see, that's what you kind of get on there. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Great for mixed media. Great for all kinds of fun stuff. So I'm going to clean this off. Then we'll move on to the next little texture that we have. I think I'm just going to do my best to clean that off. Sorry for the noise. I think it's weird. It let me do it. So it all depends on what inks you kind of use and the details that you're going to get with it. Like if you put too much water on there, like you see it pooled and covered it up. But I think it's kind of cool. It's a good background part for it. So definitely great for backgrounds. Okay. And the great thing about this is like all you have to do is reheat this and it goes back to its original form. So you can reuse these over and over. So once you warm it up, it goes away. Like, isn't it cool? Like, and the thing is, like, practice, and you get the textures and stuff that you want. You know, just play around. Like I said, this is the first time I'm using it. So now you see that our little snowflakes are gone. Okay, our snowflakes are now gone. So the next thing I'm going to bring in is, like, I want to try this. This is just a die. It's a happy die. It says happy, so we're going to use that. So let's go ahead and heat it up again. I think it's a cool little thing. And if you think that you need to heat it longer, then I say go for it. It's just a matter of figuring it all out. Like I said, like I said, this is my first time using them. And it's kind of cool. You have continue on Periscope tab. You have continue on Periscope, tap Twitter twice, and it will go to Periscope. Correct. So now that's our happy is in there. See, boom. Isn't that cool? See, like, if you have background dies, or this is a cool, like, see how neat that is? Like, too cool. So we're going to go ahead and grab a tag. We'll try to craft tag this time around and see how that works. I'm going to try to see if I can get some dark colors. Like, let's go with this something borrowed. It might work on that craft tag. We'll see, right? Okay. Boom. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Like, I might squirt a little water on there because it should come out okay. So I'm just going to do my best and let it go. Won't it be backwards? It might be. And yes, it is backwards. See? It's all about trying to see how it works. But yeah, of course it's going to be backwards. See, somebody's paying attention. But yeah, it's backwards. But it's just cool just to see how it works. But it does work. Like I said, it is backwards. So, you know, word dies won't technically work. But I just wanted to play around with it and try it. See, look, Nikki's paying attention. Go on, Nikki. I'm so proud of you. I'm just going to try to clean this off. And pull it together. Clean the best I can. That noise drives me. That noise kind of is rough. So let's go ahead and heat it up and watch it disappear. Sometimes, right? Hey, it works, right? But you see, as it warms, it just comes back to its form. And you have, like, so you have 4 of them, so you can use them repeatedly. So now, like, that happy is now gone. Hello, Facebook user. So see, it's fun just to play around. So, like, see, we did with the snowflakes, and here is that happy. That is backwards, like Nikki said it would be. Go on, Nikki. So it's just kind of cool, just to see how it looks. All right, so the next thing we're going to go ahead and use is, this is some burlap. So we're going to use burlap and get that texture. So let's go ahead and heat that up. Could you use a back of the die and like turn it this way? You know what? Let's go ahead and try it. Let's do that. I do it this way. I don't see why I wouldn't. I don't see why I wouldn't. So let's try it, just because we can. And we'll just use the back of that other tag. Yes. See, it's always good about crafting together because you learn from each other and get ideas from each other. So, and then we're going to go ahead and push down. I'll hold it like a second or two, a couple seconds. The only thing about that, it will work. It's just like it's not going to have the outline of the word. You're going to get it, but not get it. Does that make sense? You'll get it, but you won't get it. Like, we'll see how it turns out. See, it's like, I mean, you get the idea that it's a little, how we're gonna call it, a little, yeah. I mean, it works, right? It's just not going to be a perfect word, like, but you get the idea of it. It's great for, like I said, you do mixed media art journaling. You can put that on there in the background, and it won't do no harm. Won't do no harm at all. Hello, Miss Linda. Welcome back. Okay. So we got that done. Now we'll heat that back up. So, but see, essentially it does work in that form. All right. So let's heat it up, and like I said, then we'll do the burlap, which I think would be cool for backgrounds. Here you can use your sweater or anything that has, like, you can use a towel, a paper towel, paper clips. So here we have our burlap done. So let's go ahead and test that out. I'm just going to do it on the back of this tag. Let's grab some grass skirt. Okay. We'll squirt a little water. Why not? Not too much, because here we go. This is going to be our burlap. Okay. Dude, that's cool though. I like that. Let's see. Let's just, since we have a little excess, let's grab it there. But it does work. Like I say, some of these things are great for backgrounds, and we'll try it without water. Let's see how it looks without water. Okay, give me another tag and see how it looks. Ink it and see how it. Now, I probably should have put something down on this desk. That's what I spent my day doing today, was putting this desk together. Okay, let's see how it looks without. You know, you're not going to get no ink on the top, Tony. Like, that ain't going to work. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it without the water. Cool. Almost have like a little burlap tag. Hello from Pennsylvania, Miss Stampin' Sue Creates. And so that's cool. Like, get some good textures going on in there. I like that. Do the back. Just playing around. I'm going to go across this way so we don't get no harsh lines and see what it does. Okay. That's cool. Okay, that's a cool little background on the tag, I have to say. I like that. Like so much, I mean, the things that you can do with it is really cool. And it's like you can take, next thing we're going to use is, I have a bigger background stamp from Tim Holtz. Okay. Let me clean this off. I mean, essentially you can take that. Maybe I'll do that just because I have a watercolor pad sitting right here. I used to watch you on Periscope, but haven't been on there since forever. Well, I'm glad to see you here on YouTube. It's like, yeah, Periscope is going away, so it's all good on that one. So this just gives me just playroom on here. Since this is watercolor, let's just go ahead and just stamp out this a few times. Good way to art journal, like don't waste anything, right? Good backgrounds. That's cool. Well, neat just to have that. All right, we'll save that because we might need it for the next. And that pretty much should clean it as we speak. I will miss Periscope. Why are they ending anyway? I'm sad. They didn't really give a reason, but you know how they say everything can't last forever. And I'm assuming that Twitter probably wants to eventually at some point use their own platform to do lives and stuff like that. That's my guess. But there are the Haps is the next best thing to Periscope. So if you haven't subscribed to that yet, look in the group. There is a link for it. And I do have a profile on there. All right, so let's go ahead and heat that up. We have two more things to try. It's just so cool to watch all that just disappear. March 31st is when Periscope will go away. But it's not going away. From what I understand, it's still going to be there for like the news and stuff. But for individuals to go live, it won't be there. If that's my take from it. Like I could be wrong, but like I say, we just won't, individuals won't be able to go live on it. But I think they'll still be using it for like major television stations, ABC News. My phone won't let me download Haps. That's interesting. You can look at it from a computer too, if I'm not mistaken. Just like with Periscope, you can do it from a computer. I want to say that's what it does. So next we have these stamps from Tim Holtz. I want to go with this marble one. This is a marble and a doily. I think I'm going to go with the marble. So let's go ahead and heat this up. And like I said, I do have one. Excuse me. Simon had a marble stamp set come out this month too, and we do have one of those in the store right now, and then it could be on pre-order afterwards. I don't have it with me. I should have brought it down here with me, but I didn't. But it's also a big 6x6 marble background stamp. All right, so there. Ooh, I like that. That came out cool. Not sure if you can see that. There it is. That came out cool. So that might make some fun backgrounds. So we're just going to go ahead and grab a tag. Let's grab this tag. Let's see what colors that we have left over here. Orange, why not? Tiki torch. Periscopers are really adjusting to Haps really fast, surprising to me. Yeah, that's good. So that one came out good. I like that one. So let's see. Let's go this way. Just because I like how it stamps that way. Like I said, brown and orange works pretty decently. I like that. That's a cool little tag there. Now see, this one's great. I like that. I do like that. That's cool. See how that one came out? I like that one. Like I said, we have a marble one from Simon Hurley in the store. If you're looking like I want a marble one. So, with that being said, let's do some water on here, and then we'll do it on that watercolor paper and see how that looks. Okay. Yeah, I like this one too. So that's another thing. It's like the fun part is just finding what really works and what doesn't work, you know? And you know we're going to get mud with orange and green, but that's okay. Because this is my art journal. Not so to speak. I want to try a different color. Not going to lie. Let's try. What other colors did I bring in here with me? Well, since we got green on here, let's try this green topaz. Hello, Robin Sparrow. Like, it's really cool. See how cool that is when it's all inked up? Like, so fun. And this one I can see me using a lot and make fun stamps on there. Now, see, that's cool. I have to say I do like that. And you can ink it up as much as you want or as little as you want. See how I like that. That's cool because it just gives me the impression of that oval stamp set. Look at that. I like that because that technically would be a good little background on a tag or on a card. That would be cool because of that oval shape. Now that's cool. Like if you do it like this on your card front and then put something on top of it, doesn't it come out in the reverse or forward? It comes out in the reverse. So you're getting the, like if you use, like with the stamp set that we used earlier with the snowflake, you're getting the reverse images. You're not going to get the forward image. You're getting the reverse image. So you'll see that the background is the background, or as like you say, the deboss. So essentially that's what you do. You do get the background part. You don't get the raised image. You get the background part. So that's why if you use something that doesn't have, covers up the whole thing, you're going to get a lot of just background stuff like this. Since that one was so skinny, it didn't fit over the whole thing. You're going to get that bold color. So it's more about playing around and see what, you know, really works for you. But I have to say that this is cool. Like this is cool with the oval aspect of it. That I can see myself using that on my card panels. Like, why not? Like, look. And you just put a sentiment across that sometimes too, and that could be done. Like now I want to stamp them all in the ovals. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie. Let's try some other colors. That's one thing about your art journal or anything like that. You can just, it's just about fun. That's just watercolor paper. Watercolor pad. Okay. So that's cool. So I'm gonna have to keep that in mind that I like that marble stamp set. So I'm going to keep that out and use that. Like, let's try what I just said with an oval piece on a tag. Like I said, these are just stress tags. We do have some of those in stock in the store. Let's go with this pixie dust. So I'm gonna just stamp that on there. Well, make sure that it comes back up. Hello, Miss Angie. You're welcome. Do you have mirror cardstock with you where you are? Do I have mirror cardstock? I do have some mirror cardstock in the store from Tim Holtz. Yes. Is it near me at the moment? No, but I do have some. Okay, so we got this. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, almost looks like that could almost pass for an Easter egg, right? A marble Easter egg. Yeah, see, I like that. See how cool that is? And you can just build off of that. Yeah, in the store, we do have some mirror cardstock from Tim Holtz, which you can use your alcohol inks on. Is there something specific you wanted to know in regards to that? Because I can do my best and answer the questions. I can do my best. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty. Like I said, it almost looks like an Easter egg. You know, it can go for an Easter egg. Like, that's the fun part. Making tags. People say, "What do you use tags for?" You can use them in mini albums. You can do them in journals. You can put them on cards. You can do a lot of things with tags. So I'd say I like this. I do like that because of the water effect on it. I like that. It looks like water marbling. Is that more than one tag on there? Nope, it's not. So the next thing we're going to go ahead and try, and is the last thing that I have on my agenda for tonight, is an embossing folder. So like when you're doing an embossing folder, it doesn't really matter which side you use. You know, remember there is a debossed and an embossed side, but they're both raised edges. So it doesn't matter which side that you use with that. It is a pretty color, though, right? So it's like the fun thing. I can see myself having fun with that stuff. So let's go ahead and heat this up. And like I said, you can use any, like, look around your house, see what kind of textures you have, and you might want to use. A lot of my tags I use as bookmarks. That's a good idea, too, a bookmark. And you can put pictures on a tag too, as in scrapbooking, you know. So I'll turn it off and hurry up and put it on here. I don't know what this embossing folder is. I'm not gonna lie. Just to stamp on it and see what comes out. Oh, okay, gotcha. So here we go. This one came out pretty good too. I guess like things, you gotta put pressure on it, that's for sure. So that looks like a lot of fun little background stuff on it. So if you don't want harsh edges, that's the hard part about it. Like, do I have a darker color in here? Did I bring a darker color? Nope, I didn't, but I got one. I got some VersaFine Clairs here. Let's go with this pine cone, or fallen leaves. These are browns. Let's do that. And these are pigment type inks, which makes them easier to swipe. Again, I'm going to try to grab some of that harsh edge off of there with that ink. I'm going to go across like that. So see, it's now you can turn your embossing folders into ink, into stamps. I like that. It's really fun. Like, it's really fun to just play around with this. I'm not gonna lie. It's really fun. And it's like, you don't have to be perfect with it. Just have fun with it. And stamp here and stamp there. See how it looks. I like how the difference of the fade and all of that. So what other kind of things you think you could see yourself using? Like what kind of other texture? Like I thought about like paper clips, or even like pencils, or like if you have art that is got a texture to it, or even textured wallpaper, that would definitely work as well too. So I just think it's kind of, I just think these little things are cool, to be honest with you. I think they're kind of cool. I can see myself playing with them a lot, especially in, like I said, mixed media, art journaling world. This is a cool thing. And if you have other background stamps that you like, you can definitely do that, because it gives you the debossed area of the stamp. Keys, that would be cool. Keys would be cool. Like, it's like I do have a lot of keys too. I'm just looking around me, like at the moment, like what else could I say could work? And don't necessarily see anything like in front of me, but yeah, you can take your individual stamps and stamp a couple of them on there and get your own little backgrounds and stuff. How do we clean with it? I'm just using water. Again, it all depends on the ink that you use. Now, if you're going to use an ink that's going to stain, such as StazOn, probably not the best idea, but it's at the end of the world. No, I'm just cleaning with water and a microfiber cloth. But like I said, these are water reactive inks that I've been using. So, and now you'll be able to clean it more once you flatten it out again, because you still have all them grooves inside of there, but it's just going to really depend on the ink that you use. So how easy to clean up is. Is it soft like I wanted to stamp my dog's paw? The foam itself is not, so you have to warm it up. So let me try my fingerprint. Let's see if that works. Now, it's not like super hot to the touch. I will tell you that much. It's firm, but it's firm, but not as firm as a sponge. Okay, does that make sense? I just flattened it out, so I'm going to see if I can clean this a little bit more and see how that ink definitely left more of it on there, but it's not going to transfer. As you can see, it's not going to transfer. Like I said, it all depends on the ink that you use. Because I was using the other ones that were more water reactive, it cleaned up better. Can you use other things to clean it? Sure. Sure. Okay, you just don't want to clean it up with anything that could be corrosive and eat away at the foam. And then you can use both sides too. Just remember that. And even you can just use one side to give you little strips like that. That's a good idea. I just thought about that just now. That you can just use one little strip and get little lines. Like oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I was going to do something else, but I totally lost track. Oh, I want to do my finger, right? I want to do my finger. Let's see if it leaves an indentation of my fingers. We'll see. It may. It's not hot. I'll tell you that much. It's not hot. It's barely even no warmer than your skin. So my fingertips did leave an impression in here. So it's possible that your dog's paw print could be on there. So, but I had to put a little pressure on there with that. Can you see that? So it did work. So we know that that part works. Now, it didn't leave an impression of my fingerprint, just At least I don't think it did, but we'll go. How about we find out? Mm-hmm. This is just going to be some crazy practice, crazy sheet. But I'm going to take this out. You're welcome. So, essentially, I mean, it's cool, different, right? Like I said, I would clean up the edges a little bit if you're stamping, so you don't get those harsh lines. Like I said, that depends on what you want to do and how you want to do it. But it's fun playing with this and experimenting with it. All right, so I wanted to try something else, didn't I say? What was I going to try? Good about the fingerprint if you're unwanted by the police. This is true. This is true. Very true. Okay, so we're going to do that. Oh, we wanted to do the little edge part. And I'm sure eventually things will wear out, wear and tear on them. That's why you get 4. They'll last. That pack of 4 for $4.99 is not bad. So I want to try this. I think we'll just we'll use a distress tag. And let's go with this doily. Let's go with the doily one and see what we get. Okay. Okay. And we're gonna go like this. Let's see if it works. Okay, I can see it on there. I can see it. Let's go with this one. It's like a yellow. Might be not bright enough. Not really. Can't see that on there. Or at least I can't. Okay. That's neat. Because that's where you got those harsh edges right there. If you don't like those, I would wipe the ink off. Like, just wipe the ink off. But this is kind of cool because you can create, especially on tags, it'll go across that whole tag. And you can get a cool little impression. Let's try this bright blue. Just because it might do a little bit better. I'm getting very inky, which is fine with me. Make stamps out of dies. Correct. Definitely can make some stamps out of dies. Like I said, the embossing folders is like another game changer too, because I had tons of those and you can have so much fun with those. And like different things will show up better than others. That's another thing. Like different things will show up differently. It's not going to be, like I say, you just got to play around and see what is to your liking. Like, you may not like it, but something else may be, hey, awesome. Like, I really like that. You know, this all depends. I'm going to try that marble one, and then that's all I'm going to have. If they have any questions, please let me know. Please let me know. And because you all are here, if you decide to make an order, can make stripes and plaids exactly. I give you a code for 15% off your order. I'm not going to type it in anywhere, so you have to watch the replay or use it's save 15 SAVE 15 to save 15% off of your order. Okay, let's go ahead and try that marble background because I like it. I'm kind of in love with it. But yeah, like, and yeah, and you can, like, these little strips, you can also cut those strips out too and use them on your projects if it is you don't like those harsh lines that you may or may not get. I'm just trying to put a little bit more pressure on this one than I did last time. So see, that one came out really good. You can see how some are coming out better than others. Like, I'll depend on the detail. I see how this one is more flat than not. Then this one is more raised texture. This one was a little bit more flat. So that makes a huge difference too. I'm kind of in love with this marble. You know, I got a plaid. I have a plaid embossing folder. I'm going to have to try that. I'm going to have to try that and see how it works too. Let's see, we can get rid of those harsh lines if we don't like them. Like I said, playing around, have fun with it. This is the fact that now you have a whole bunch of different textures that you can play with in your crafting needs, right? So let's see how this looks. I like that. I like that because you now can get a little cool strip of marble on your backgrounds or whatever you're making. So that is cool. So I want to try blue. Like, I'm not cleaning so much in between. I'm okay. Let's see how this one looks. See, I like that. I have to say I like that. And you're more than welcome. See how cool that is? Like, that could actually be a cool sentiment strip. Like, you can cut these out or die cut it with, you have a sentiment strip die and put your sentiments on there. I kind of like that. Or stamp it out in black on top of that. You can. I don't see why not, right? It's kind of cool, I have to say. And if that's too dark, you know, your second generation is lighter. Okay, I think I'm in love with the marble. And like I said, we do have a marble stamp set in the store from Simon. So, yep, in love with the marble. So let me clean this one up. Anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns? I'm just having fun now, playing. Yeah. Probably not going to do anything with that piece of watercolor paper all stamped out like that. All right, and then we'll heat it up and watch it disappear. So if y'all think of any other things that would be cool to do that on, let us know. If you have these, please feel free to post your projects with this or any other projects that you make. So, if nobody has any comments, let's kind of just show a few things that we did. Like, I like this one. I have to say, I do. And this one's really good for a mixed media tag because that background, the one thing about backgrounds is like, don't fall in love with a background because the background's supposed to be what? In the background. So basically, I think this would be a cool one. This is a cool one just as a mixed media tag. You know, anything like that. I think this one's cool because, like I said, it reminds me of an Easter egg. And this one was okay with the snowflake. I think it was okay. The burlap one was a good one. I did like the burlap one, which I think fell on the ground. And we learned about the happy part. Like, could also be a background because you want up covering that up too. Like, I guess the burlap one fell on the floor. Yes, it did. Here it is. And the burlap one. which also could be a great background too, because you wind up covering that up anyway. All right. So that was fun, and that was cool, I have to say. So I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. I appreciate you all. Thank you for supporting the store. It's much appreciated. And if nobody has any questions, I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight, and you all have a crafty night. Bye-bye.